Tonight's was easier than last week's. Perhaps, with practice, everything becomes easier. If never easy. Never easy. I'm sorry. It's hard to keep one's thoughts in order, and this apparatus is unforgiving of digressions. I cannot ink over hasty words, terminate unthought-out thoughts, tear out a spoiled page. I must be concise. After all, I have medical training. This record may be important for posterity. Very well. Subject, female, apparently in her 20s, recently dead I would say. Profession? Obvious. Location, Hanbury Street, Whitechapel, near the Salvation Army mission. Time? Shortly before 5 in the morning. The fog was as thick as mud, which is the best for my night work. In this year, the fog is welcome. The less one can see of what London has become, the better. She gave her name as Lulu. She was not English. From her accent, I would judge her German or Austrian by birth. A pretty thing, distinctive. Shiny black hair, cut short and lacquered, in an almost Chinese style. In the fog, and with her poor light of the street, her lips seemed quite black. Like all of them, she smiled too easily, disclosing sharp little pearl-chipped teeth. A cloud of cheap perfume, sickly sweet scent to cover the reek of decay. The streets are filthy in Whitechapel, open sewers of vice and foulness. The dead are everywhere. She laughed musically, like the sound wrung from a mechanism, and beckoned me over, loosening the ragged feathers around her throat. Lulu's laugh reminded me of Lucy when she was alive. Not the leech thing we finished in Kingstead Cemetery. 3 years ago, when only Van Helsing believed. The world has changed since then, thanks to the Prince Consort. Van Helsing would have understood my night work when he was alive, and the others. A family we were. My friend Arthur Homewood, the Texan Morris, the clerk Harker, his wife, and the Dutch doctor, mangling the language and tutting over an impediment. Only I am left of the family, alive. I must continue the fight. I learned from last week's in Bucks Row, Polly Nichols, the newspaper say her name was, Polly or Marianne, to do it quickly and precisely. Throat, heart, tripes, then get the head off. That finishes the thing. Clean silver and a clean conscience. Van Helsing, blinkered by folklore and symbolism, spoke always of the heart, but any major organ will do. The kidneys are the easiest to get to. I had made my preparations carefully. For half an hour I sat in my office, allowing myself to become aware of the pain in my right hand. The madman is dead, truly dead, but Renfield left his jaw marks, semicircle, deep indentations, scabbed over many years, but never right again. With Nichols, my mind was still dull from the laudanum I take for the pain. I was not as precise as I might have been. Learning to be left-handed hasn't helped. I missed the major artery, and the thing had time to scratch before I saw through her neck. I am afraid I lost control and had become a butcher, when I should have been a surgeon, a deliverer.